What's up, y'all? So, I wanted to share this with you guys about this whole debacle with the inmates that have escaped from a New Orleans prison. What's crazy about it is like there's 10 of them. And so far from what I've heard recently about this, they caught 3 of them out, in public and things like that. There's 3 of them they caught. I don't know which ones quite yet. They'll probably get into that later in this video. But it is so wild to me how these guys were able to escape prison. But I'm gonna play this video via Fox Now, and we're gonna go over I'm gonna give my take on like the footage of how they got out. So with that being said, like, share, subscribe, and let's go.
We do have a video we're going to play with you, and I will kind of narrate just to kind of show you what I've already said, and then I'll go from there after. So if you take a look at the screen. So as you see here, on this screen, this is where you see inmates jarring open this sliding door to the cell that they use to escape.
I'm almost certain that door, after he's yanking on it so many times, it's gonna make a sound. And so, where are the guards? Where are the guards? How do they not hear that? Because I know prisons have guards in them 24 hours a day, or at least most of them would. Most jails and prisons would have guards in there 24 hours a day, seven days a week. So how the hell do they not notice that's just this going on alone? Like, answer me that.
So, really?
Can you start it over?
Sure.
We'll provide this to y'all as well.
So you see them jarring open the door. They get it open. Subsequently, they go inside that cell, and this is where you see them exiting the loading dock door. As you know, if you notice, they are carrying blankets with them. This road that they're going out of is behind this building, as I explained. They subsequently go through another door, and here, at some point, you can see them come through here, and they scale the fence through this door that's near the construction site. They scale that fence and then make good on their escape, crossing all lanes of I-10. And that's where you see them going across as we speak. So, in that case,
Man, they feel like some freed slaves running up out of there. And they're hopping across. This is Interstate 10 right here. It's a little hard to see. I know it's a little hard to see if you're watching, on your phone, or maybe you're watching this on the big screen. But yeah, if you look close enough, or if you pause it on your own time, you could see them running across the street there. It's pretty wild.
Casey said we will share those videos with you all.
So if you had video of them...
1 second, we still have more to go.
Okay. Yeah. We would like to acknowledge the over 200 law enforcement personnel that are assisting this investigation. They represent partner agencies, the Louisiana State Police, Department of Public Safety and Corrections, Louisiana Office of Probation and Parole, Louisiana Attorney General's Office, the New Orleans Police Department, the Orleans and East Jefferson Levy District Police Departments, United States Marshal's Office, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, Homeland Security Investigations, the Office of Alcohol, Tobacco Control, and Explosives, the St. Tammany and St. Bernard Parish Sheriff's Offices. I will now turn it over to Chief Jay Mallett.
Thank you. What I would like to do is kind of point to you where we believe is the exit point of where the inmates left. What you're looking at here is a vantage point where you're behind the cell in the pipe chase. And as you can see, these are rebars that reinforce the structure. There are clean cuts here, and the plumbing has been removed. All this on the outside of the cell, behind in the pipe chase. This is how
They probably had to have the most creative way possible. I'm not condoning what they did. Don't get it twisted. I mean, for them to figure out a way to take all that shit off with the limited amount of stuff they do have in prison, as inmates, that's pretty insane. I mean, if they're able to do that, you can imagine what other inmates are capable of doing in other prisons like across the country.
How it looks initially. As you can see, we have bolts that hold those fixtures in place. These are again on the back side into the pipe chase. All of this has been removed and these have been clean cut. We have reason to believe that there was some assistance with this. That's why we're thoroughly investigating. And as Major Fisher said, we placed 3 individuals on administrative leave pending the outcome of this investigation.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. Some of those inmates were in cahoots with some of the guards there that probably snuck in some equipment for them to use. That could still do this quietly and go unnoticed up until now. That wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all, man, because the fact that they were able to successfully pull this off is making the correctional facility in Louisiana look so bad. The leadership in there is so terrible. They were able to, like, 10 inmates. 10 inmates were able to escape. I'm surprised 20, 30, 50, 100 of them, man. They were able to get the hell up out of there quick. That's nuts.
Good afternoon, all. I am Major Stephanie Minter Gibson, and I oversee the Crime Victims Unit for the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office. Once I was notified about the escapees.
Looking at them glasses, I don't think she should be working there, to be honest. Like, look at how ridiculous these glasses look, y'all. Is this someone you think inmates would take seriously? Well, she's a sheriff, but still, like, with these let me just keep going.
I immediately gathered a team of experienced staff and we started calling victims and survivors just to make sure that they are aware of what was going on and that they are safe. For the records that had no information, I immediately reached out to our partners such as NOPD Special Victims Unit, Detective Walton, who was very grateful in helping us, and she provided us with other information that we were able to call those families and help them as well. Once we finished the first batch of victims, we started calling the second batch. And actually, the reason why I'm saying that is because I separated them. The chief from the DA's office, victims, Alison Morgarder, reached out to me, and we both were calling victims. What she had and I did not have, we shared information, and we both gathered all the information, and we made sure all victims were aware of what was going on. Most of the victims were very grateful for the calls. They graciously thanked us. We additionally sent our detectives to their homes for more safety measures, and that alone speaks measures. I strongly encourage all to educate the community on the importance of buying Link. This is a free app that is listed online, and it is also a guide for...
Okay, we don't give a shit about that. Why were they able to do that? Please, that's what people want to know. Oh my God, you going and yapping about this stupid app no one cares about. Like, dude, y'all are responsible for keeping them inmates in the prison. And they got out. They were successfully able to break out, run out of the prison, hop the gates, cross I-10, and do God knows what. It's a lot of motherfuckers that need to be fired. That's what I know. It's a lot of people that need to be fired. You're over here talking about a fucking app. Like, dude, get out of here with that shit. I can't. I don't want to hear too much more of what this lady's talking about. Because honestly, well, okay, so they're just pretty much, they're not, I don't think they're really going to say too much more. Look, I'll probably leave a link to this down below if you want to watch the rest of it. You know what I mean? But I want to look at some of these comments here. Step away for food. Ain't no way this man stated that they stepped away for food. 3 employees suspended, just 3. Nah, these men broke a door, scaled a fence, blankets were gone 7 hours before anyone knew. Everyone there last night dropped the ball. No perimeter checks, no counts, no one in the tower watching, no guards watching the ground. So many failed and needs to be held accountable. I agree. The incompetence of this is astounding. Yeah, that's why I stopped playing it. Stop playing that damn video, man. I don't want to hear shit about no stupid ass app. I mean, yeah, they fucked up big time and they know it. Those glasses, man, see, look, those glasses answered many of my questions. Thank you. Everybody's agreeing with them. Look at all those comments. If you can't afford to maintain the prison, it should be shut down. Facts. Oh my. Inmates in charge of the asylum. This is disgusting. What a nightmare. The glasses again. He said, as soon as I saw her glasses, I thought this was a clown show. It's time to drain the swamping and qualify people to run the prison. Yeah, I agree. The incompetence, yep. You could make a comic book with all these characters presented at the podium. Yeah, that lady with the green glasses is going to be villain number 1. I promise you that. Wow. I never heard once any responsibility in this press conference. Hopefully, all outside investigators are investigating these people in charge, as they should. I agree with this comment wholeheartedly. Like, a lot of people need to be fired at that prison, and they need to hire brand new people. This is nuts. They should not have been able to escape. This isn't an escape. It's a bunch of inmates unsupervised in a janky facility that's probably understaffed. That's another possibility. I would have loved to see someone just say, "You're right. We screwed up." Nah, they didn't screw up. They fucked up. Big time. The incompetence is unreal. The people in charge are responsible for what? For the people in charge are responsible. They went unaccounted for 7+ hours. Hey, the person who tried to kill you just escaped. Hello. What the glasses again? Who's the guy asking questions? I like him. He's doing a great job. Can someone explain to me why I should take that woman with the Riddler glasses seriously? Oh man, they roasting that woman in the comments. The fact no one is the fact is no one is watching the inmates. That's what that was all about. If you leave inmates at a prison unsupervised for X amount of time, that gives them a lot of time to think and a lot of time to plan shit. And they were able to execute that plan, which is get the hell up out of there. Because they didn't want to, do their whole time. And they figured out a way out, and y'all gave them a loophole and a block of time in order to get out. It's crazy. So are we supposed to take someone serious that wears the glasses that are in a position like a power? What a clown. Someone in that system knows what's up. They were paid. What in the Green Lantern is that with them? Oh my God, man. They are roasting that woman with them glasses. Gross incompetence. We are witnessing failure. Yeah, man. They're getting a lot of pushback, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Because there she is again. And rightfully so because they just did a horrible job. And this is the result of doing a horrible job. You have inmates escape and can do God knows what to everyday civilians. So congratulations. Y'all played yourselves. Y'all deserve all this backlash. And with that being said, I'm going to end the video right here. I appreciate y'all if y'all made it this far. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Also, please hit the Linktree link in the description below if you want to support me directly and follow me on other social media platforms. And until then, I will see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.